Hello, Aquarius. We are going to do your career and finance. Now, I do a collective on career and finance daily, but this is going to be for the month of December. So this is your career and finance, Aquarius, the others, for the month of December, and how your finances are going to play out, your career, your job, etc. Spirit, give us true and precise messages of true and precise messages for Aquarius, career and finance for the month of December, True and precise messages for career and finance for Aquarius, please. True and precise messages for Aquarius. Hang on. Why? I'll flip that over from me. This is career and finance, Spirit. Why so many cups? Wow. I would put the cards back and start over, but I guess we should take them. After all, we asked for true and precise. I am an Aquarius, so I'm going to feel the pain of this reading as much as you are. Just give me a minute. Okay, so for the first week, I'm going to go across first. You're starting off this week with 3 of Cups, multiple people, receiving accolades, working together as a team. Each have your own cup to focus on as part of a group collective. So I guess it would be kind of like with the YouTube channel for Twin Flame Journey. We are a collective, right? We each have our own channel, but all for the same highest good, right? Helping others. You've planted the seeds, and they are blooming and coming to fruition. There's fruit on the trees. There's little chaos in the background, perhaps a lot of work, but you are receiving accolades. That kudos, that, good job. Passionate, you're really enjoying what you're doing. You're focused on it. Again, you come across as the Queen of Cups, being very passionate and loving regarding this, being in your emotions. So this is something that emotionally fulfills you, gives you that, fills your cup. Again, accolades, you're in your higher, listening to your higher self, you're in your power. Listening to your higher self, listening to spirit guides around you, and you have lotus flowers here, meaning passion and love around you. Again, more accolades. You're doing great this week. Communication coming in saying, hey, you do more than the others, or you're putting in a lot of effort. You usually put in effort above and beyond required, above and beyond others. Others might just come in and do what they're supposed to, like, you know, they come in, swipe the time clock, do their thing, they can't wait, they watch their watch for their hour's lunch, they watch the clock for, 10 minutes before they could leave. But you put it all in, you put passion in, you put in everything you've got, and it brings you joy, and you really are shining in what you're doing. You've planted seeds here in this work that you are doing, and they are blooming beautifully, and others are enjoying the passion that you're putting out. They're enjoying what you're doing, so it's helping others in some form. All right, so next week, you're coming across as the Emperor, or you're involved with an Emperor, but I'm going to take it that this is you. The viewer, okay? It could be your counterpart, but the Emperor is also a boss, so for that matter, this could be your boss. Or you could be the boss, okay? Again, accolades or awards, someone that perhaps they wear a tie or dress up for work. Things that they don't speak a lot of, they don't tell you the whole truth, but they're not lying to you really. So instead of pointing that sword upright, they're not pointing it down, they're just keeping it this way. So they feel, whoever this is feeling like, well, if I don't communicate it at all, then I'm not lying about it, and I'm not being completely honest. I'm just fooling myself, basically. Because if the sword was upright, that would mean they were in their truth. If it was down, it'd mean they were lying. But he's standing on it being this way. So it's indecision as well. It's not that they're not sure, they just don't want to speak about it. They don't want to speak their truth. They'd rather it lay in mystery, per se. That way it doesn't trap them one way or the other. This is Aquarius. This has to be someone else, because Aquarians, we're not afraid to speak our truth. And I'm an Aquarius, like I said, so my first thought with that conversation from Spirit was, God forbid they speak their truth. But that wasn't from Spirit, that was just my own little added. Alright. So this is, whoever this is, perhaps it's more earthly, because they do have leaves around their neck. Earthly meaning, could be an earth sign, even. But, there's no water in here, so it's not a water sign. There's a little red, but not much for fire. So over here, you are in your truth. You're not afraid to speak your truth. You are all Aquarian. You are flying high with your truth in hand. You're not afraid to speak it. You may speak it professionally or as kind as possible, but it may cut others, because sometimes truth hurts, but sometimes it's needed, right? Sometimes the truth is needed so that people realize the falsity that they put out. This is going to cause a bit of pain to yourself, even though you didn't realize it. You may even cut yourself on your own sword. You may cut yourself on your own truth. When you're flying away with the sword, you're leaving, your feathers are falling out. So you're going to be equally stressed about this, but you know that you had to speak it. This is next week. So what I would say, Aquarius, try to be mindful of how we speak our truth. Try to be kind. We can still speak it very cuttingly. We can still speak it, the truth, very hardcore truth. But do so with an unconditional love effect. Do it with some compassion. There's no need to insult someone, no need for cutting, you know, to add insult to injury. Just speak the facts, as most Aquarians do. All right, Queen of Wands. Whoever you're working with, you want to partner up with them. It's good communication between the two of you. You both share maybe even telepathic communication. You both listen to your higher selves. While it's not necessarily equal give and take, because over here she's got 3 flowers and he's got 1. Well, he or she, either one. My bad. I should have said it. They're both lions, so I guess it's 2 guys, right? 2 males. But it's not necessarily balanced communication. Someone is giving more than the other communication-wise, or in this connection, partnership, Queen of Wands. She's the queen in her higher self, listening to her intuition, holding her truth, her communication. The sun is here, shining brightly on this connection. I'm going to set this here. Maybe I'll set that there. This is this week, so I wanted it up for you. Alright, so then the week after is Nine of Wands, communication coming in from all directions, right? And you have your communication, so that's the way they look at things. This is the way you look at things. You do things a little different, Aquarius, as we do, but it helps blossom. It does this communication. Some of it brings blossoming fruition, things to fruition. Like half of the communication is positive. It's got flowers draped on it. And the other half is cloudy communication. Maybe it wasn't precise, or precise communication. It's in the clouds a little bit here, but yet over here we have these 3 leaves, these communication growth coming out of this side, and cloudy over here. But the sun is coming out to illuminate it all. But you have your communication and you're taking it forward. Perhaps this is, remember, this is something to do with work. Something to do with work. Somebody told on somebody, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they told it like it was. Somebody, a co-worker. But you're coming across as the High Priestess in your power. So you're the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. Of course you would go above and beyond the others then, because you are in your power. Alright, I'm going to set this here so it doesn't fall. So you're the High Priestess. Breaking hearts. Why do I see that? Why do I hear that? Because you glow, you shine, you get a lot of offers. So those that you're having to tell the truth to, you're speaking your truth, but it is breaking some hearts. Those that perhaps wanted a chance with the High Priestess, they wanted a chance with Aquarius, right? Because Aquarius is always mysterious. She is in her power. She has the gifts. She's the all-knowing. Nothing gets by in Aquarius. We see the veil is removed to us. It's not on her eyes. This veil is pulled back. And we see through where others have to look through a veil. And we see the truth behind lies. We can read between lines. We can read energy and body language, because we are very in tune with our higher self. We're in tune with spirit, so that we can use our gifts for our greatest good, for the greatest good of others as well, passionately, compassionately. There's also communication here that's trying to be balanced both ways across. And I'm also, for some reason when I said that though, my throat chakra started to close up. So maybe this isn't just balance. Maybe it's someone having something to say but not saying it. Because while the moon is illuminating it, maybe it's something that needs to not be said, which is the High Priestess thing, right? We may know a lot of truth, but we keep it to ourselves because it doesn't need to be spoken. But here we've said some things, and for some reason I'm seeing behind her, even though it's probably not, it looks like hearts to me that have been broken open. So people are trying to get close to you, and we have a heartbreak here as well. So you had to make a decision regarding love, perhaps, that caused a broken heart that week. This is the 3rd week of December. Maybe you cut someone out of your life that was toxic. Okay. But you are building your pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. You have growth here, working, listening to your higher self. You're pulling in from, you're manifesting your pentacles, your work, your worth. You know your worth. You are holding on to your pentacles for balance, to keep balance and standing your ground on this earthly possessions, because you know your worth, but you also are independent, and to gain your own abundance. For that independence, you work alone. This also gets the energy of someone that's working, maybe you left this career, maybe that was the broken heart, you left this workplace behind, these communication, you turned your back to it, you broke their heart because you left this workplace and went in business for yourself, because this is a very abundant, someone working to build their own self up now. Okay, but a tower comes in, and now remember, well, all these other birds are falling from the tower. The lightning is struck because things had to be uncovered, things had to be opened up, I heard. This is not necessarily a bad tower. Positive things are going to come from this. This is not like a proposal, like a good tower, but it's not like, it's not crumbling to the ground. Just things had to be removed. So the top had to be lifted off like a cookie jar. Reminds me of taking the top off a cookie jar, right? And the cookies are inside. So the lightning bolt took that lid off so that all the good things can come out and be released. This is also someone going through transformation, if you haven't already recently, but as a high priestess, you should have already went through your transformation and rebirth to be in that much in power. This could be someone you work with that's going through their transformation and rebirth. This is the last week of December, though. Spirit's giving you a divine connection, though. You have something from the divine coming in that week. You're going to have many choices, which is why you have those broken hearts. Because you have these 3 over here, but guess what? You're turning your back to them, and you're waiting for that one that Spirit's, you're like, just bring it a little bit closer. That hand that's coming in from Spirit to him, and the bird's looking right at it, turning his back to these other choices, saying, no, you don't measure up to this divine cup. Just bring it a little closer, Spirit. And that 3 cups equals, and the broken hearts we saw up here, of course, leaves with a broken heart here for someone, because it's going to break your heart. If they made an offer, they are obviously someone of importance to you, or some kind of connection, right, that you had to cut away. So it did cause a broken heart, but you're able, as a high priestess, you know how to remove those swords and do the healing, call in Archangel Michael, and fill the void with unconditional love for yourself, and heal yourself. You're releasing, in the last week of December, you're releasing someone, toxic energy that no longer serves your greatest good, your highest good. And there's a death to this situation, whether this is a workplace, co-workers, or a love. With the cups here, this could still be that divine job coming in. These are other job offers. This is a career. And we did get, you're working independently here with a group, collective. Yeah, I'm getting that this isn't so much love like as in a person. I'm getting that this is a career opportunity, a different job coming in, but you're having to leave the other one behind, causing a broken heart because maybe you really love that job. But a death to that situation, the old way, you're having that rebirth, that reawakening of what's going to cause you to really bloom, really shine in your workplace, to bring you 9 of Pentacles. You're going through that transformation of a butterfly, but you're going to be abundant in all things. You will be really blossoming as a person, but your workforce, your work that you're doing and putting out is also going to blossom. You're going to have complete passion and share that passion with others regarding this. Spirit, give us true and precise messages to clarify these regarding career and finance for Aquarius, the month of December. 1 week at a time. One day at a time, right? Let's clarify the Three of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Cups career, and finance. You are the Queen of Coins. Woohoo! You're listening to your intuition, your third eye. Yeah, you're the High Priestess. Your third eye is wide open and glowing. Your soul chakra is even open here. The way it's glowing, your crown chakra is open. You're listening, you're speaking with your throat chakra open, your heart. You're passionate about what you do. You're listening to your spirit guides and being guided by the spirit guides. You have decisions to make. Whew. Decisions to make. You have Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ship to come in, and you're not holding to any one wand. You're just waiting for the ship to come in from divine to say, this is the direction I need to go. You want to come in out of the cold. Five of Coins. Perhaps you've experienced loss recently and want to come in out of the cold this week. Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, of course, because you're High Priestess, you're all queens, and the Empress. But this Queen of Swords has a sharp tongue this week. She's going to cut someone out. She's listening to her higher self, her third eye, her heart. She's protecting her heart with these swords here. Blue. But she's going to speak. There's a lot of blue in this and swords. So perhaps it's regarding the love. Maybe she's speaking up because she's left out in the cold. But that's this week. In the next couple of days, you're going to be speaking your truth, so please be kind in those words, Aquarius. We can have a sharp tongue at times. This may even be in something written, not spoken. Because the way her hand is holding the sword, it almost looks like she's holding a pen. And she's thinking about what she's going to write. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Oh. Uh-oh. So the Queen of Swords, we're getting a bit of love story in here. Your harvest is ready to come in. Yay. 7. Okay. Things are going to come to fruition. But at the same time, there was options here, something to do with this other person. Queen of Cups, someone was very emotional and had options and was bringing in waiting for their harvest to come in to communicate. I don't know what all that's about, you do. Okay, 6 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Someone was being greedy. Making the other feel left out in the cold. Again, 5 of Cups. We have 2 5s on the table, being left out in the cold. So yeah, no wonder you're going to speak your truth. It was regarding a Hierophant, okay? But, the Emperor, my bad. The Emperor, he was standing his ground. He's got his green cape on, but it's thrown behind him. So, and in front of his chest is something different, but it's not the... Got a star on his chest. His third eye's open though, so he is spiritually gifted. But he's putting his heart or his feelings behind him. Like he's thinking with his mind, not his heart. Which is come across greedy, I guess. Leaving someone else out in the cold. 6 of Wands, 6 of Wands, clarify 6 of Wands. So this could be someone in the workplace, someone you work with, boss. Someone's pregnant. Oh, great. No wonder. So the Emperor, yeah, he's putting his feelings behind. Someone's pregnant in this situation, but for others, if you're not, please be careful because the eggs here do look like they're in the nest, ready to go, Spirit says. So someone's fertile, basically. Others are transforming. This is about bringing in your harvest. This is also a birthing of new businesses, new ideas. So it doesn't have to, not everyone on here is going to be pregnant. Not everyone's gotten someone pregnant, but this Emperor may have, whoever that pertains to. Okay, for the rest of us that aren't pregnant, it's just birthing a new idea. Regarding the Queen of Wands. And she doesn't look very friendly, but that, I think we have all 4 queens now. So there's multiple people. So this is either work or your personal life that this week dealing with. Alright, so good luck with that. I'm just going to be over here working on my pentacles, like the good Aquarian does. Okay, let's check out this Emperor, okay? And it may be the same Emperor, but clarify this Emperor. Clarify this Emperor. Maybe you have a choice coming. This could be someone in the workplace. No, this is the workplace. This is the workplace Emperor. That's personal life for someone. Okay, workplace. Let's focus on work, career and money. Career and money to the Spirit. Career and money. I'm going to set this down a minute. You're taking a leap forward. Regarding to the key that opens your treasure, your abundance, the key to your heart that is hooked between these 2 wands, meaning of your connection, the flame, right? Your divine counterpart, let's face it. So the Emperor, someone at work. Someone's dealing with someone at work. Going in, you know that this is divinely guided. Spirit's giving you the wand, the staff to move forward. You know that it is well lit from your divine counterpart, or that the divine Spirit is guiding you on your path between these rocky mountains. There is a stream of calm water, and Spirit is guiding you to the calm waters. Spirit's giving you the key to your future, to your abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Whether or not you bring your whether or not you take both wands with you is up to you, Spirit said. You have a choice, but take the leap forward. Don't let anything hold you back, but take your dogs with you, okay? Divinely guided in divine timing. If you don't have a dog, you can adopt one. Okay, Page of Swords. Speaking her truth, you go Aquarian. I'm sorry. I like Aquarius energy when I do the Aquarius reading. It's so much lighter and fun. We have something to celebrate. This communication is something to celebrate. You have to work for it, and it's caused you to lose a few feathers, pull a little bit of hair out maybe. But moving forward with your truth is causing you to celebrate. Amen. Woo-hoo. Now you also, this is also going to bring you your 10 of Cups regarding loyalty, passion, someone to snuggle with. They're going to be someone completely different than you ever expected. But this is going to bring you the end of the old way of the end of not having someone loyal, without passion, not fulfilling you. This is your 10 of Cups. This is your dream come true regarding the 2 of Cups. Someone that's going to share. You mirror one another. You see how these 2 faces are looking at each other, but they look a lot alike. They're mirroring one another. And this crab in the water down here is holding their bracelets together like they're tied together. Your hearts are connected as one. It's very beautiful, very passionate. I like that picture. So, looks like either your conversation is something to do with love in the workplace, and the Emperor usually plays a boss, so if you're involved with a manager, supervisor, or someone at work, that might be the communication taking place. I'm just saying. No hate or shame. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Might be the only good thing you get out of the whole job at that facility. This was in reverse, so the Knight of Swords was not in his truth. Although there's a hawk here, which means communication is stagnant for one, but the hawk is giving the synchronicity or the messages. Two hawks, actually. Bringing in the communication. Normally this would be bringing in communication but partial truth, and it's upside down, so it's not truth, but it's maybe communication from this knight is stagnant right now, but he's receiving the signs and synchronicities, thank you, Spirit, that he should be bringing communication and being in his truth. Man, I can't speak regarding that. So clearly he is having trouble speaking up because, I mean, that shouldn't have been that hard to get that out. He feels like your words, like you might not cut him, but, you know, like you're defensive, but he wants a truce. He wants both to lay their swords down, but he's also not immature. Well, maybe some immature, but just not confident. He doesn't have the strength or courage. Thank you, Spirit. He's not having the courage to come to you because he wants to come in peace and lay down the swords. He doesn't want to fight with you. He wants communication. But he's a little shy. Like this person's definitely someone who's shy. So he wants to come with an offer of like a peace offering. Yeah. So the Wands, Ace of Wands, new beginning, truth, right? It's also a central energy between these two dragons with the flames here. King of Coins. He's currently he's building his coins, his pentacles. This could be this emperor up here that was holding on to his coins, and with this empress birthing new ideas or children, however you take it. But he knows you're the star. You are the Aquarius. You're showing up in your own reading that you rise above, even when a tower falls and everything. Even if you're at rock bottom, you still glow, you still shine, and you rise above it looking better than before. And that amazes him. He's in awe of it, and he looks up to you for that. He not adores, he admires it about you. He admires that you can shine no matter how bad the situation is. And it's not from a rose-colored glasses perspective, and he knows that. Because you have an inner knowing as a high priestess. So that week, second week, looks like it's somewhat about love, but looks pretty good. Okay, so 9 of Wands, you're moving forward, turning your back to the other communication. 9 of Wands here. Someone was sneaky and not in their truth. Deceitful, lies, sneakiness, so you're turning your back on that. Had to stand up for yourself. The 7 of Wands, you felt defensive, like people were standing against you. But for some of you, this is your teaching others how to shine brightly like you do. Thank you, Spirit. So there's two groups there. Anything else? Oops. Okay. Ooh, a lot of swords here. Alright, so the deceit one was a three-party situation, caused a lot of tears, a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak, as we saw down here as well. And stabbing someone in the back and causing them sleepless nights, the 9 of Swords. That's why he had a choice to make and he couldn't make it. regarding this pregnant Empress. I'm hearing someone that was either pregnant or the Queen of Wands. It almost feels like there are 2 women plus yourself. So the Emperor had this person, he got pregnant, and then the Queen of Wands at home, who doesn't look like someone he wants to stand up against. Okay, clarify the High Priestess. I don't know where the hard choice would be. Someone that doesn't look friendly, someone who's pregnant, or a High Priestess. If you're the pregnant person, I'm sorry. You could just be birthing a new idea. But it is a battle either way. You've had to crawl on your belly. You've gone through the briars. There's, again, 3-way communication, 3 triangles here. The communication recently it stuck someone. The pain was regarding communication, and I got this message a couple days ago on the weekend, so maybe it recently happened. Someone's communication got mixed up. Someone got the wrong message or misunderstood a message because it went to the wrong person. It was supposed to go, like, say, there's a triangle being messaged to multiple people, and one got sent to the wrong person, perhaps. But these look like the berry bushes where they're real prickly, and he's crawling through these briar bushes, getting stuck. Because he's got all this mess. He's left a mess. You know, he's made a mess, rather. And it looks all tangled up. So it's like a tangled mess he's trying to get beneath, get out from under. Thank you, Spirit. Get out from under this mess. High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. What's she doing for her money, career, Aquarius? You do work. Come on, Spirit. I think he's saying good to deck. I'll make sure those were upright. Let me shuffle these a second. I just used them on another deck for reading. Okay. Clarify the High Priestess for me, please. Aquarius. Career and finance. High Priestess. Maybe you don't need to clarify the High Priestess. This is you at the center of your reading, Spirit says. Just being you. Because you've transformed and you're celebrating. Okay. You went through your cocoon stage. You grew your wings. You've shed that cocoon. You've transformed. You've changed, and you're shining brighter than any of the zombie earthlings that are out there that are not transformed, that are not. Okay, somebody needs the throat chakra work done. Okay, let's see. Bitter tea. Could be a sign because that tea is pretty weak usually, but it tasted pretty bitter. Someone's bitter against the High Priestess right now. Thank you, Spirit. But because you're glowing, you're transformed, you're shining so bright, and it's making them bitter, like you're rising above without them. How could you be doing so good without them? Thank you, Spirit. But you have something to celebrate. You are a new you, and you feel great. But they're not speaking up, whatever it is, because my throat, before I drank the bitter tea, and I don't know why it's bitter, it's pretty... It's like water. Let's get the Four of Pentacles. The High Priestess, Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles for the Aquarius. Turning your back to those that are against you. Putting aside, wow, you had hurt. Okay. You're looking to protect you. your earth, your bear in your life wants to protect you, or this is the Princess of Coins. You are protecting and building your own. You're being stable on your own home front. Yes, thank you, Spirit. This is, she left that workplace that was so toxic, or that energy of those people in that workplace. And this is the High Priestess going on her own endeavor, working for herself or her new business, new, even different workplace, but she's protecting her own cubs and her own home life. The building her pentacles for herself, doing her self-love, as the High Priestess knows needs to be done, right? Because people were attacking her everywhere she looked. It was stormy clouds, hearing about things that were being catty, I guess I would say, animalistic. They were just one attack after another. Sorry, my phone. So she turned her back on that. This is a 10, an ending to this situation. People attacking her behind her back, putting an end to it, moving forward for her highest good. Again, this is about people attacking her at her core, at her heart level. These beautiful dragonflies are all around her, but then there's moths eating away, right? They eat away at the base of it, causing pain, hurt and pain, causing a lot of emotion. A lot of tears have been shed. All right, causing the Tower moment for the following week. Last week of December, the Tower, things were opened up, things were revealed. Thank you, Spirit. She saw Spirit revealed these things to her so that she could see what was going on behind the scenes, take a look at the inside, at the core level, and expose that it was just filled with more birds, more drama. But it's an end to that cycle and a new beginning. An end to this is Ebenezer Scrooge card usually, seeing all the fake people all around you. They were pretending to be something they weren't. They were all wearing masks and coming at you, and Spirit was guiding you and pulling you out of this mess. It was all they were trying to make you think it was an illusion, but it was devil energy, really. Just, but again, you had to walk away from it. He's trying to do a magic trick, and there's 2 naked women in there. So again, 3-party situation. Spirit sent the justice in these. Okay, so many masks were worn in these. They had to be removed so you could be vulnerable. The scavengers here, the vultures. Thank you, Spirit. Good Lord. I've used, I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of the bird. Vultures. They are here to carry away the things that don't serve you, the dead things. Everyone was wearing a fake mask around you, making, so the vultures are being sent in with justice to clear away that mess so that you can be open yourself, your true self. Be your High Priestess. Four of Cups. Clarify 4 of Cups. The divine offer. Is this a work? Is this a job offer? Or is this a job offer? He says yes. This is a job offer. When the flame dances, that means yes. When it goes low or straight, it's a no. The heat or AC is not on. There's nothing to cause it to dance. Could also mean he's trying to get a message out, but Judgment came in to clear this up. What job offer? This is the last week of December. Something to celebrate? Okay. Rocks were thrown. Three-party situation? No. Judgment came in. This is the Four of Cups. So you have something to celebrate after Judgment came in. The King of Swords, shooting high for truth, bringing you two together, closing the gap on the situation. The broken heart, something to do with the devil energy. Someone, again, was wearing fake masks. They were trying to be dark, evil, devil-like energy. Maybe they were possessed, who knows. Making things into something they were not, making something into something bigger than it was. Anything else with the Three of Swords? Coming out the Hierophant, taming the dragon as well within him, but this heartbreak regarding the Hierophant. Oops, that must be not. Yes, spirits. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Death. Spirit saying. So the Death card was because someone, again, was making things into something bigger than they were, making it out to be this huge ordeal. Everyone laughing, made it sound like everyone was laughing at them, or thought they were. Seven of Wands. It wasn't equal give and take. No, it was a moon energy. Things were illuminated in the moon regarding a three-party situation. Again, it falls back to love. Or sharing work between three people, but I think it's love. Anything else on the Death card? Anything else on the Death card? But the Wheel of Fortune is here to turn forward for you, which is why you got the Nine of Pentacles. Because the Sun card is here to shine, celebrate, fly above the storm on your own as the High Priestess that you are. And giving you something to celebrate. I feel like finally something good. Something to celebrate. It's going to be a challenging month of December for Aquarius. I mean, you're going to have love, you're going to lose love. You're going to have people not be what they thought that you thought they were, and find about a pregnancy or some birthing a new idea. Spirit, what advice do you have? What else would you like for Aquarius? A lot, yeah, that's a... Okay, not that many. How funny. Spirit can have humor. It says to have patience. You've planted a seed and it's time for it to bloom, but you have to wait patiently for it to grow, to bloom. Look at things from another perspective. Perhaps the other person's perspective. The other side. Something is being illuminated as well. This is upside down, discontent and boredom, and it was in reverse. So don't be discontent or bored. Find things to do. Volunteer at a homeless shelter, animal shelter, food bank, something that allows. Start a YouTube channel to help others. Find your passion and ignite it again. wherever that is, whether it's in your work or whether it's with a person, within yourself. Have passion for yourself, but ignite that flame again. Firm foundation. Yes, you may have had to turn your back on someone so that you could heal yourself, to light that, ignite that passion again within yourself, for yourself, but it's going to allow you to build a firm foundation again. Anything else, Spirit? No. Anything for Aquarius, Spirit, from the fairies? Anything from the fairies for Aquarius? Advice from the fairies. Time to take action. The time is now. The power of creativity, birthing a new beginning. Success that allows for a lifetime of luxury. Sweet. And she's beautiful. Look at. She's also got this little pod, which is kind of like a baby, you know, pod. So it's about birthing a new business idea. See, abundance. Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious, practical. Be practical with respect up to how you proceed forward. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So you're going, Aquarius, you're going to be meeting a new person, your emperor, perhaps. But be practical and respectful to how you proceed. That would go to that communication that we said. Be kind. You can cut something off in the sense of, you know, relationships or jobs kindly, with passion, compassion. All right, this is what I have for you for the month of December, Aquarius. I hope you have a blessed holiday. Namaste.